Welcome back, guys. We just came back from seeing Trap by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm going to say straight up, might be the most disappointing movie of the year.
Damn. I'm disappointed too, but it's not my most disappointed of the year. That goes to Furiosa, bum-ass movie. But no, yeah, definitely disappointing. Great concept. When you and me first saw the trailer, we were kind of blown away. Like, oh, this could be really good. I'll say up front, I thought the acting was shoddy. I think the main guy, for me personally, I really enjoyed him. He's what kept me going through the movie. But for most of the side characters, they were really bad. There were a few good ones here, like the wife was
And
pretty
the mom,
good.
the daughter and
The daughter was really
mom.
good. And I'll say the
Vendor.
Booth vendor, yeah, he was pretty good. But everything else, really bad acting. Yeah, it was pretty hard to watch.
The movie starts off pretty quickly, honestly. There wasn't a lot of like expedition. It was just like
Right
they go
concert.
right into the concert, and it just starts off fast. He starts noticing the cops everywhere. And he's like looking around, like what's going on. Right when he starts asking questions, everyone just thinks he's just a knight in shining armor. They'll give him whatever he asks for, no questions asked. They even say, "I shouldn't be telling you this," and then
They
continuously tell him everything he'll need to know in the upcoming hour.
Yeah.
which helps him, prolong getting captured.
Yeah, it was very convenient. Everything was convenient. I
man.
never felt like he was outsmarting anyone. It was just more like, oh, this needs to happen for the plot to continue. Like, I would say the one time I felt like he was clever, you see it in the trailer when he sneaks into the back of the employee area and he's like kind of moving through the cops. I thought that was
That's in the trailer. Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah,
that was a really clever moment, and it was actually really cool to see.
but it didn't really pay off anything. It was like the cops like, "Oh, he's good." Like they never like cleared him for like doing what
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, I think my main problem with the movie is the pacing and, like we said, the conveniences, the writing. The movie felt so long and
felt
drawn
super
out.
long,
Like there
wow.
were about 5 times near the end in the movie where you're like, oh, this movie could end right now. Like we're getting to the end, and it just kept going, and it just felt like the third act kept going farther down. I was like, bro, just end the movie.
One of our biggest negatives about the movie is that they're in a concert and it's a lot of singing.
Oh my god.
It was like we're actually in a concert too much, which kind of sounds dumb since they're at one, but they're like focusing on the actual song
there's
itself.
like 10, 15 minutes of I felt like of POV shots as if we were watching a concert, but it's a random actress, so it's like, it's not real music, so you're like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
there are some intense moments, and we're like, "Oh shit, this is pretty cool." And then as soon as that intense moment ends, just like
Falls
dragged
off.
on,
Yeah.
acting is kind of mid, and just like we're like, "What's going on?" They try to make this old character that was in the trailer, I think, like this old lady, seem like she's like Sherlock Holmes of catching killers, and they try to make her important, but we don't care about her, and she's just like these side characters are really bad. And there was one point where he talks to his daughter's friend's mom. The worst actress I've ever seen.
that was funny.
I'm like, dude, stop
Yeah.
talking to her. Everything goes right for him, and then immediately everything goes wrong for him. Then right for him, then wrong for him. There's no like in between, like him like slightly escaping, just
Yeah.
like boom bang, boom bang. It just like felt very messy and just like bad writing. And just like
It was like, it's something that didn't feel natural. Everything they kept having never felt natural.
like it could actually happen.
Yeah, well, it just felt like somebody was writing like, oh, we need to get to this part next, and so this is just gonna happen. It's never something like that would happen in real life, so it keeps going. It's like, I just kept thinking like, okay, now what's next? Okay,
You want to tell him about when he went on the roof?
yeah. There's this one point in the movie like, he sneaks up to the roof because he thinks like, oh, maybe there's an exit up here, and there's just a bunch of cops everywhere. It's like, okay, this makes sense. But then the SWAT are like, instead of like arresting him, like you shouldn't be up here arresting him, checking his IDs and all this, they're like, oh, what are you doing up here? And then they're
Like some NPCs.
yeah, like what's happening? And like, oh, okay, you can go. And it's just like, are you joking? There's no way. You'd probably arrest him, tase him, do something. I don't care. Who do you think he is? I just think overall, just a great concept.
Great concept.
Some good moments here and there, keeps you engaged. But overall, you're just feeling disappointed, and like it drags on. The movie, like we said when we walked out, could have been way shorter.
They could have literally cut out 15 minutes of pure nothingness. And there's a lot. M. Night Shyamalan, he likes to do close up shots of their face, just talking. No music, nothing's going on. Just feels awkward. And some of the editing was bad. Like they were just missing continuity throughout random scenes. And you just notice it. If you ever notice it, like first shot, you're like, oh. How do you not catch that when you're editing? But just the movie's a mess, disappointing. I felt trapped watching it. So, yes, that's a good fun. Let's go. W fun.
I've definitely seen worse movies this year. Like there's like 3 or 4 off the top of my head I could think about. So it's not like god awful.
For me, I thought it was pretty bad, very disappointing. I'm going to give the movie A 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 just because I enjoyed the main actor. I felt like he kept me engaged and he was interesting to watch. But.
Yeah. So with that rating, we give Trap an overall rating of 5.5. Do not watch it in theaters. It's a Netflix movie
it's a
at
streaming
best.
movie, yeah.
Save your money, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and we see you guys in the next one.